Now, the chart I have behind me is it also is speaking of the invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan in the book of Daniel, and this is taken from the chart is taken from Daniel chapter 7. That is what that looked like, and the CIA who would take over. Now, what I was speaking of earlier about people, who have a profession in other things that they do and not in Bible text, they happen to turn and say, well, God is speaking to everybody. This ain't the work of God when they sit and see this in happening in Hades. It's best for people to keep their mouth and stick to their profession if they don't know the truth. It's better just to shut up. But a person that's in a profession of God, like myself, like God called me, and I was caught up between the earth and the sun, can't nobody on the face of this earth take that away. I know that. I know He spoke to me. And the thing that I explained to the people, that they stopped and considered me and looked and read these things that I said, they will see there's no hope. It matches up with Bible prophecy. You cannot get any plainer than that. So away with those people. For thinking they is, something of God. They just a distraction to other peoples. If a person is an actor, then that's what he good at. And here you come in, he got a book or she got a book on the Bible there. It's just there. Because if you don't know the contents of that Bible, don't know the meaning, the definition, don't understand it, then it's just another dust collector. Let me get to this here. Hades is a part of Bible prophecy being fulfilled. In New Orleans, when the hurricane came, it's a part of Bible prophecy being fulfilled. Let me read here Habakkuk talking about the CIA in the United States of America and Habakkuk 1. And I'm going to show you these things, and you have to figure out, read them, and this connects to the other parts of this episode here. Habakkuk 1. The burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see. O Lord, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. Why dost thou show me iniquity, and cause me to behold grievance? For the spoilings and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment does never go forth. For the wicked does compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceeds. It's talking about an invasion. The United States is over there and compass about the righteous people, who is the dwellers of that land. It's sitting up there and saying we is fighting Al Qaeda. Anybody ought to know that. Anybody should know this is not American land. They have no fight anymore in there, because they got paid over, shed blood over and over for that. Now, verse 5, behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelous. For I will work a work in your days which you will not believe, though it be told you. This is the word of God speaking through the prophet. He telling America today, in these days, he will work a work in his days, though it be told him. He is not going to believe this. That means somebody going to come and clarify this. But lo, I raise up the Chaldean, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land, to possess the dwelling places that are not there. This is the United States and the United Nations. This is what they have done. You can't get any plainer than that. Africa didn't do it. They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall perceive of themselves. Their horsemen, which is the military fighting force, are swifter than leopards, and are more fierce than evening wolves. And their horsemen shall spread themselves, and their horsemen shall come from far. They shall fly as eagles. That means they coming in by flying forces that hasten to east. They went and hit Iraq and Afghanistan. They shall come as for violence. Their faces shall sup up as the east wind, and they shall gather captives as the sand, and they shall scoff at the kings, and the princes shall be a scorn unto them. They shall deride every stronghold, for they shall heap dust and take it. Isn't this what this country have done? They went captive. They got out of a great prison. Iraq them don't have a big prison where they have the United States soldiers in. Then shall his mind change, and he shall pass over and obey in putting his power unto his God. Art thou not from everlasting, O Lord, thy my God, my Holy One? We shall not all die, O Lord. Thou hast ordained them for judgment, and, O my mighty God, thou hast established them for correction. That thou art of pure eye, than to behold evil, and canst not look on the naked. Wherefore lookest thou upon them that deal treacherously, and holdest thy tongue when the wicked devours the man that is more righteous than he. That's what the United States do, and anybody cannot say he don't do it. And maketh men as fishes of the sea, as the creeping things that have no ruler over them. This he killed all the leaders, replacing all the leaders as we go, and changing that, putting them the leaders in that would take a democracy. And the peoples have no leaders of him to guide them towards God, because these countries done took them. They and gather them in their drag. They take up all of them with the anger. They catch them in their net, and gather them in their drag. Therefore they rejoice and are glad. Therefore they sacrifice unto their net, and burn incense unto their drag, because by them their portion is fat. That means they're the richest nation on the face of the earth. They have all the law, and their meat is plenty. So their resources is plenty. That means it's a rich nation. Shall they therefore empty their net, and not spare, and not spare continuously to slay the nations? The Gentiles is the one that done that. Well, Hades had a great catastrophe. Great place. They being cursed because they let them peoples come in there. Yesterday, today, I believe, which is the 14th, they taken and they showed where they was pulling a man out of all that rubber. And when he came out of all that rubber, he was a Gentile. He was a man of the United States of America. And as he came out of all that rubber being covered up under that earthquake, he had a badge on right here. Now, what is a man of this country done with a badge on over there? He ruling them people. This is their curse. This is the curse that the people God had warned Abraham and all of them before. The children of Abraham, they shouldn't let them people dwell in their land, because they'll make them against them. So over there, it's a democratized system, because when they pull that man out there, they're cursing in the house. He was just like Jonas when he didn't heed the word of God and got on that ship, and that ship got trouble, and it began to sink. But when the Gentiles and everything is taken over, and these people is obeying them, that Lord and Martha, he can't say he didn't have him on there, because he came out all that rubber. God didn't hurt him. He let him stay under that rubber, and when they rescued him, he come crawling out, wasn't even hurt. And we see him, he had his badge on. White man. I'm telling you this way it is. And he became the curse of this place. God didn't knock them buildings down over there, hated for nothing. You can say anything you want, because everywhere this man go, as was spoken of in Revelation chapter 14 through 16, anybody take over their democracy, they're going to be cursed. They're going to drink the wrath, the same wrath that the United States and the United Nations going to drink. That is true. So this is what I had to get in here. But in Habakkuk, he'll tell you they was killing people through secrecy here. Read Habakkuk, you'll see that. They